Cashflow Kings does a $2 a month. Oh my God. Oh. Grifter!
He should have killed me when he had the chance, because now I'm back and I'm going to kill you and your whole fucking team.
World, you know, it's just the way we speak.
You're fucking alpha male. You're a fucking loser. Get out of my shit. You're a bitch.
You can pull up Amazon's margins real quick.
Bro, I ripped $50,000 off the fucking top and back. Oh, look at that fat fucking stomach. And you got tits like a girl. Like a...
Hey, Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well, yeah, I'd have more of a grin on my face than Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
I'm off as a smug cock when he said that.
Wow, physical philosophy, you're not very smart at all. You screw up, cash flow kings. Dissector, you are an idiot.
Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, and it happens to be Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, fiscal for now, 100 Saturdays now at 8 p.m. Eastern, you could be doing some ludicrous activities. Now, is scamming or grifting one of these activities you could be doing?
Yes, grifting is one of the activities. Or watching grifters that aren't the cash flow kings. You know, that's another activity you could be doing.
Yeah.
Because we only grift you for $2 a month, but those other guys, they want to charge like $700 for a course.
We admit it
$80
at
a month
least.
for the
We
private
admit the
mastermind.
value. Yeah, we admit the value that we don't bring to you, that we gladly will accept for the 66-cent cut that each one of us get in a three-way LLC.
Yep.
But Fiscal, what are some of the activities you could be doing at Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern right now that are not accretive to your lifestyle?
Oh boy. Well, I mean, considering that it's a holiday weekend, you could be out pounding Jägermeister. Yeah, I know. Or drinking some s'mores schnapps, perhaps.
It's not good.
You could be possibly doing a little bit of the devil's snow, so to speak, the devil's dandruff, as it were.
You could be in Miami right now.
Yeah, you could be. I hear Rick's Hospitality has some establishments you could be visiting. Hint, hint.
You could be injecting crystal meth.
I am the one who knocks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 100 of the Cash Flow Kings. Now, this is an episode that is 100 episodes in the making, believe it or not. And, of course, we have to do something special for it. So we don't have like a regular format today. We don't know if there's going to be any in-depth conversations about TSSI, why Dave is going to 5X. The format is as follows. About like 15, 20, 25 people that have been reoccurring guests or were guests at one point on the show were invited to come on to the show. And this was actually Blake's idea, so I give like full transparency to him. I know generally who could come on, but there also could be some surprises. And Fiscal doesn't know anybody that's going to come on. So
I love surprises. Every
5 minutes or so, we're going to do the countdown and we're going to let somebody on the show. I think it can let up to 10, so I think we should be fine. But Fiscal, should we start off with our first surprise entry?
By all means.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
Okay. Now, on the topic of grifting this week, it is none other than a man who is currently wiped out after a day of sunbathing with Mr. DeLolo. It is the official LLC accountant of the Cash Flow Kings. It is none other than Poppy Chico, Strongman Personal Finance. Welcome into episode 100.
What's up, grifters? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I'm noticing we have all three levels of shirt represented here. We have no shirt, not a real shirt, and then regular shirt over there.
Yeah. Merch, by the way.
Did you guys see my short today? Did you see what I did?
Yeah, you showed the haters what was up.
That's right. They said I couldn't lift weights. They said I was weak. They called me a bussy. And I showed the world just how strong I actually am.
Yeah, I could actually pull
what
it
did
up.
you lift?
So we were at Muscle Beach in Miami. And me and Griftio, we were repping 225. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, we do have a members only photo that I don't think I will be sharing to members only, but I saw it, and the bulk is in full effect, we could say.
I mean, you need to create a new tier for that.
Yeah,
I'd say probably $100 a month, and they would maybe be able to see.
Yeah,
like the listening body.
That is a big maybe. There are a few. Oh, I didn't see this one. I saw the one where you were sitting by the poolside looking like the tactical stock scalper. And
well, yeah, I was
showing the haters
I'm in
what
Miami
was up
because of my my yield max dividends.
Yeah, all right. We'll play the 2 and then we'll do the 225.
For all you haters calling yield max a scam, look where I'm at right now. Oh, yeah. All those dividends are fake income, huh?
I don't know what anybody could possibly say now to that.
Yes, that is definitely a buy alert for yield max.
You ready, motherfucker?
Whoa, already getting.
Oh, 1.
Oh, that's good.
2. Look at that strength.
3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi.
It just never stops. It just keeps
Fake
going.
plates.
We're going to be here for a while. Now, what was Scamio? What was he repping out? Can we say that?
A little bit less than me.
That's okay. Nobody's perfect.
It's okay. I am Strongman after all.
Yeah,
it's true. That's your whole thing is being strong. So
yeah. Exactly.
Now, I've heard some rumors this week that we've been grifting people and that we pump weed stocks. Is there any intervention potential here? Is there any confrontation we have? I know you technically are an employee of us. Yeah.
Well, I'm compromised. I can't criticize you now because I want your money.
True.
I like the sound of that.
And this is why you never do business with grifters.
He gave us the advice to grift harder. That was his professional CPA advice to us at last year's taxes.
Yeah. Look, you need to raise your membership fee to $4.99.
Oh, really?
I would do that. Most of the dudes that you already have are going to pay it.
Maybe we'll do a community vote. We'll go to $2.99.
I don't think anybody will vote to have their fee go up, but
we gotta exercise some Costco pricing power.
We gotta monetize our fans a little bit harder.
I know, grift away, man. You got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, these are rookie numbers we have right now.
I know all your finances. I know every last cent. Everything.
Just wait till you see the payout we get this month. It's really.
By the way, he's got our social security numbers too.
I do. I got it, dude. I could destroy you. Have you guys had credit checks recently?
If there's any game developers that are looking for your services, we politely ask that you decline it.
Who could you be referring to?
I don't know. I've been hearing. I don't know. On Monday, I was hearing a lot of chirping outside. I don't know what it was. It was like little mice that you hear during the night.
Look, you're just jealous because he made $20,000 in a month.
Oh, I'm sure, definitely. And
he's outperforming VT. I heard.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course. Everybody outperforms VT.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
Yeah. What's the deal with? Are you on Team Jeremy or on Team Joseph Carlson? If you had to pick one.
Oh man, what's the like? What are they arguing about?
Fiscal, do you know? Was it about Duolingo?
I have no idea. I don't really follow either of them too close. I do know they were beefing on Twitter or something, but
I mean, I'm probably going to be on Team Jeremy because I enjoy him being on YouTube because he's like pure comedy. If Joseph Carlson disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't care.
I do think that Joseph was like maybe low key calling out Jeremy for being a grifter a little bit. But like saying it without saying it, from what I saw.
Is this a like an X post?
Yeah, I know your account has gone mysteriously quiet.
Yeah, I was getting a little crazy. I had to delete it. So I was getting a little out of hand.
Yeah,
but I do have a little secret account where I post very, very dark stuff.
Oh,
so maybe I'll go investigate.
Yeah, and speaking of secret accounts, unfortunately, the finance guy debate won't be happening tonight, everybody. We were looking forward to it because we were going to send on a Strongman to talk to him, and it would have been I'm sure, a very civil conversation.
Did you actually get a hold of finance guy? Like, was he talking about coming
we have his DM. We have the DMs on his alternate fiscal. Did you see what's going on? Like, he's now like he went crazy today.
He's trying to sell his account now.
Yeah, he's trying to sell the account allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Like so his entire portfolio?
No, he's trying to sell his Twitter account.
What?
Yeah, he says the current offer is $6,000 apparently.
Dude, he needs to pay me to take over that garbage.
Yeah, but there was this back and forth where he was throwing out the gauntlet where he was willing to come on to debate the wife parody account if both would agree up front to do a like full face reveal.
And he tried to get contracts to send to all three parties involved.
He was wanting
no malintent or anything, which
lawyers
never.
He wanted to get lawyers involved
to draw up a contract. Yeah.
What a bussy, dude.
I know.
I can pull up the messages for proof, but there was a group chat.
Yeah, it was just getting to be too much of a thing, too much of a to do.
Yeah, I mean, a
Not worth
contract to go on a live stream.
Yeah, he has a lawyer
What?
that will draft up a contract for everybody to sign when ready. The stipulations were that the wife finance account must appear on live camera without disguise. No screenshots of either person's identity shall be shared online. After the podcast / interview, any personal attacks must stop. Trolling me is fine, but let's agree not to cross the line. And then number 4, I will not hold on to the wife finance liable for any potential crimes, only if this interview is done privately. I will have to think about it if done publicly.
Yeah, he was just trying to find out who it was so he could sue him.
Yeah, and even if I don't know if there's a strong case.
I think he's overestimating how, or maybe underestimating how easy it is to get a lawyer to take on like a defamation case or whatever. Somebody like a Johnny Depp only wins those kinds of cases because they have unlimited millions of dollars to pay the top law firms like $500 to $1,000 an hour for a whole team of lawyers 24/7 to work on it.
Yeah.
You literally, if you're just a random guy that makes like $90K a year and can barely afford your mortgage and have liquid net worth of under $100K, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way that you can pay for that kind of litigation. No attorney would take him seriously.
But he's got that X money, bro.
Yeah, I know, the $18 that he makes every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't trust Elon Musk to pay me any money at all. So I don't even try to monetize on X.
Yeah, I gotta get on top. That may be part 2 of the grift.
Yeah, we can do an X subscription where they get buys and sell
like,
alerts.
Like if you have some other thing you might offer in the future, you could use it for advertising, but the X itself, it's not going to pay you anything. And you have to post all the time just to get even like scraps from Elon. I just don't think it's worth it.
I've seen people with literally tens and tens of thousands of followers who post 6, 7, 8 times a day, and they're coming out with like, "Oh, I got $100 from Elon." It's like,
wow, printing.
Yeah, so you would recommend we up the subscription from
make it $4.99.
$4.99. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, people are gonna whine, but they always whine.
I feel like Fiscal, if we continue these Twitter Spaces, and do them weekly or whatever, I think that's good value, and the deep dives and all the other stuff. This whole thing that happened on Monday might be like the perfect calling card for us to increase membership prices.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all because they're going to pay you because they like you. I mean, you don't even have to provide value. If they like you and you acknowledge them and you talk to them and communicate with them, they're going to pay you. I mean, I've got my little thing, and all I do is go on live streams and debate people, but they like it,
Alan Carlson doesn't like it, apparently.
Oh,
he got one for free, and he's complaining about not getting enough for it.
Dude, he got a free membership, and he's still whining.
I know.
Like, shut your mouth.
Talk about the entitlement.
Yeah. We have gone past like the 5 minutes, so we do need to add somebody new to the show. Once again, like anybody that you can just come and go as you please. This is a fun show.
I just want to see who it is, and then I'll get off because I got an early flight tomorrow.
Yeah. Papi Chico, do you want to start with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I don't know how to
just
do
say
that.
5. Just say 5. Just say 5.
5.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in.
It is none other than episode 32 veteran, 2A, 1G. It is Bacon Memes. Welcome in.
Hey, congratulations on the 100, you guys. Hi, Strongman.
What's up, bro? Well, on that note, I think I'm going to get out of here. I got an early flight, so.
Have a good flight, Strongman.
Thank you, good sir. Have a wonderful night.
Let's just hope that him and Fabio didn't get up to any buffoonery down in Miami. That would be
9 months later. Strongman shows up with another kid.
I'm gonna take the sunglasses off so I can see. We got it for the thumbnail. Bacon, are you in? Okay, I feel like we haven't talked to you since like the whole Dave Jackson transitions happened to the channel. Are you in Dave or Jackson or TSSI maybe?
Been in those two. Jackson longer than Dave. I was actually relatively late to Dave, and TSSI I just like reinitiated. TSSI like I actually, full and fair disclosure, I actually like botched that one earlier in the year. So like while people actually made money on that, I actually lost. So we'll see how part 2 goes. But it's fine. It is what it is. So far the year's been good to me.
Yeah, I added to Fiscal. Did you add the TSSI yesterday?
I should have, but
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Oh. Yeah, I mean the thing is, I never 100% sold out. So in anything additional I add is just making my exposure larger. So I exited enough to basically get my cost basis plus some profits, and then I kept some in just to see what would happen. So while I am upsizing the position again a little bit, I'm not trying to make it like half of my accounts.
Yeah. Bacon, what's your highest allocation position right now in your portfolio, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh, that's fine. I want to say BTI still sits there, somewhere around the above 15. I want to say 18 and change percent, but
British American Tobacco, you said?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
the
still
ADR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't rebounced out of that one. I've had like a 3, by and large, like a 3.5 headed monster in the port that is like pulled everything forward regardless of my blunders. I've made some this year. ANET is one of them. I actually rebounced and trimmed some of that, reduced it down to about 10 and change. And Affirm, like when things got really, really fun earlier in the year, I was like, oh, it's right here. Let me yoink. And so while everybody else was really happy with Dave, I've been quite happy with Firm. And you know, it's all good. It's still fine. Life is good.
Obviously you are one of the very lucky individuals that have had an opportunity to grace the stage with well-renowned philosopher and Google whale Dividend Dude. Do you have any thoughts on Dividend Dude entering Dave 1? And then 2, this is a question for everybody. What are our thoughts on Dividend Dude saying that Google stock, quote unquote, turns me on?
It's always scary when Contra. I'm joking around. I'm somewhat joking around. It happens. Like there's network overlap. People are around. People talk with other people, and news spread gets out. So you know it is what it is. Admittedly, I haven't made my Dave position as big as some of the other names out there, but you know, like it's still there. It's still, you know, we'll see how it all plays out.
Just wait till Amit gets in, and it's really gonna pump, and you're gonna regret not.
It'll be 500 if Amit gets in.
Well, I mean, like one of the guarantees is that I am still screwing up, so like that's just like a guarantee. The different types of screw ups are so fun and magical.
Oh, what do you think about the guy that was saying that he hates Uber and it's a shitty stock to trade?
Oh yeah, that's.
Wait, what? I'm not aware of this.
No, this is. Oh yeah, this happened yesterday because Uber is down, I think 3 or 4%, and there's somebody on Twitter. It's like he's like, "Fuck Uber. Uber's such a shitty stock to trade." That's like, oh boy.
Like,
yeah. Meanwhile, it's up like 50-something% year to date, and so in order to have lost money on it, you had to literally just pick the exact top like a week ago.
It's wrong times.
And never have bought it previously.
We're gonna let our next guest in here. I'll start the Fiscal. Tell me when to start the countdown timer.
5.
Happy New
This
Year.
is a man who could be classified by some as an idiot. He is an esports legend. Dissector.
What's up, guys? Give me one moment. How are you guys doing?
We gotta get the thumbnail just right.
Dissector, you're having a pretty good year of performance.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to share with the audience what are some of your top holdings right now? Obviously, the Seeking Alpha quant picks are doing very well.
Yes, sir. So my 1 year is 85%. My 1 year performance, right? Very important. But yeah, my top, very concentrated. It's in Celestica. That's the biggest one, the one that I've been pumping, and you guys have been blatantly ignoring, crushing the market, crushing NVIDIA, crushing everything. And then Amazon, High Tide, AppLovin, and Rocket Lab. Those are my top positions.
Hey, I'm in Amazon and High Tide with you. Got to get some partial credit for that.
Yeah, definitely. It's better than Walgreens.
Yeah, you were the original High Tide shill, I think, and then you put us on to Blake. So
yeah, you guys are welcome.
Oh well, we actually interviewed the CEO. Hate to one up you.
Yeah.
Dissector is like the only person that's like one of the High Tide cult members that's actually cool and not like a complete autist. Nice.
Yeah.
We don't
get. But yeah, I mean, High
things.
Tide's been on such a wonderful run lately.
Beautiful company.
Great company.
So do you think,
some people would say
it's getting a re-rate?
Say that again.
Do you think it's finally getting a re-rate to like its actual value?
I think it's still got a lot of room to grow. I don't think a lot of it's priced in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put out a poll and a lot of people didn't like it of like where you start considering taking gains. Like people got to keep in mind. If you have like a 10% position right now and the thing gets to $6, that's like a just drastically different position. That's like at least 20-25%. Like are you comfortable with having that? And frankly, a weed stock. Weed stocks are very volatile, not for everybody. And some people aren't going to like hearing that. I'm sorry. But
yeah, it's like a 20% position for me. So
do you have a price in mind that if this rally continues?
So I don't, but I have sold covered calls on it at about $5. So I will get a few shares called away at that price. I think it's good. I mean, it's pretty much free money, you could say. If you sell covered calls, the value is really good right now. If you have a bunch of shares to sell like 5-10 contracts, you make some instant money and put it into Celestica or, one of my other winners.
The grift continues.
I'll have to look at the options.
I don't grift. I'm no dividend dude.
Oh,
damn.
Hey, I don't hide behind a paywall.
Are you worried? Actually, wait. Fiscal dividend dude sold out of High Tide, right? Didn't he buy and then he sold it?
I don't think.
Of course he did.
I don't think he was ever in it.
I think he had like a 2% position.
Because I was rewatching an old episode. Yeah,
I must be.
Yeah, obviously he is more of a trader than an investor, though. So.
I must be getting old because I don't remember the dividend dude High Tide saga.
I was rewatching an older episode a while ago. Dissector, did you see any of the clips with Arya and Dividend Dude last week?
I don't believe so.
Smart man. I wouldn't watch it.
It's probably gaming.
If you want to talk about a conversation of intellect, that may not be the best episode to go for.
Yeah, glad I skipped that one.
Okay, Blake comes correct that Dividend was buying the 210s back in the fall. That's ironic that if you would have held it, would have had a better return than Google.
Yeah, I mean, underperforming the market's kind of crazy with how bullish it's been.
Do you want to share like what your the quant? I know a lot of people.
Yeah. So there's a lot of misinformation. They say I copy. Really, my main strategy, I just like to find high growth themes. So it's mostly chips, cannabis, etc., space. And I use the Seeking Alpha quant, which is, you get a subscription to Seeking Alpha. They have a rating system that measures stocks. And it's just a tool I use. It gives me an edge that grifters like Dividend Dude, they just don't use it. They want to use intrinsic value calculators, whatever nerd shit they use. My quant, it takes every single metric from thousands of different stocks. So it's really useful. I mean, the performance has been amazing. And like I said, it's really good for sectors. So like say cannabis, which is extremely high growth. Most of the stocks are rated like dog shit because most of them are dog shit. It's very critical. But, companies like High Tide, it's a strong buy. So that's why my strategy works.
All right, we will let in our next guest as we hit the 30-minute mark. Dissector, you want to hit me with the 5?
5.
Well, on the topic of high growing stocks from Seeking Alpha, it is none other than the man SHD Stan.
What's
Hey
guys,
Craig, welcome back.
Thanks, guys. What's going on?
Craig, since you've been last on, I have bad news for you, but I've sold SHD.
I know, man. I heard. It's okay. There's lots of people doing that. That's all right. That's okay.
I put it into SHG.
So
Yeah,
they're cousins, so it's okay.
Yeah, man. Your age, that's all good. No worries.
I'll put it back in when I'm like Fiscal's age, and I need money. I need money for the Philippines and Vegas.
That was the plan, right? That was supposed to be your Vegas money.
Yeah, that's true. And it doesn't help because I sold Vici too, so I don't think there's going to be a Vici trip or a Vegas trip anytime soon.
Yeah. Oh, you're scaling down on your higher yielding stocks, it sounds like.
Yeah. Have you heard of Jackson Financial?
I have. I owned it for a minute. I traded it.
That's like my only company right now that has like a respectable yield if I want to go back.
You got Evolution Gaming, Ryan.
Oh yeah, well that's only once a year. That's like a treat. That's a bonus.
It doesn't matter how frequently it pays, just that it pays.
That's true. Free money though.
Yeah, that one was really hyped about. I mean, in a good way, right? There's a lot of who are the guys? There's the guys that are like really deep value kind of guys. We're getting into Evolution. A lot of that was going on with them. So I guess you spotted that.
Yeah.
Then it kind of fell apart a little bit, right?
On the topic of BTI, that would have been a nice one to really load up on, but Fiscal didn't shill it enough to me where I could have.
Tobacco stocks have done well.
I shilled BTI super hard.
I remember.
And and it's done. It's been very generous to me. I think it's probably one of my top 2 or 3 performers this year. Yay, tobacco.
Yeah, man. Ultra is doing well in SHD. That's one of the ones like I don't take a stand on a lot of things when it comes to stocks. I'm not really like that into it, but tobacco smoking is one thing I can't get behind. I can't do it. But but it's in SHD, so I still have it anyway. So what can you do?
Yeah.
Dan Weston says hi.
Uh-oh.
Dan, what's up?
Dividend dude's not making a surprise appearance anymore.
Hey, you guys love Dividend dude. You love him.
Yeah, we love it. He's interesting. There's been some interesting comments this week.
He brings, like I've said before, he brings it on himself, right? He puts himself out there, so
yeah,
he should be. It works for him. This works. He's making money off this.
Honestly, I relate to his post on Google, though. You know,
I love Google too. It's my biggest.
I don't know if I have feelings of
Google gang. Mm-hmm. We should do a Google episode one of these times.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
I can't say if Google exactly.
You have it in SCHG.
Not my words.
No,
I know.
It's not an SCHG. Oh, G, sir.
Yeah. G.
Yeah.
I don't know if it turns me on. Not my words. I don't know if I'd classify myself into that boat. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Hey, Bacon. I didn't say hi to Bacon. We've chatted in the comments before. What's up?
Oh yeah, yep. Not too much. Doing all right, Craig.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys.
Dan Weston offers condolences with all the pharma stocks and Ford. Why does Ford gets attacked? Ugh, what did Ford ever do?
Ford's actually up, not bad this year to date. It's doing all right. But won't matter, man. SHGs will have its time to shine again. This is just all opportunity, you know. People are learning that there are cycles in this, and not everything goes up, but things tend to shift and turn around, and something down now, especially in an ETF, can turn around and come back later. So that's one of the reasons why people own SHD, because it's different. It doesn't have the same tech and all the stuff that's pulling the market up. So right now it's not good, but if things are to shift, which there are some winds of change happening with interest rates, then I think you'll see a difference, and you'll see stuff like SHD. And I don't think the market's coming down. I just think everything else is going to come up and catch up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people. I feel like for the last like 5 years, I've been like, yeah, there's gonna be a crash eventually, but then like the market will go up another 10%. I'm like, okay, I should just listen to Tom Lee.
I don't think it doesn't have to be a crash. Like it can just be a change, but that still stocks can go up. There's going to be corrections. There's always 5-10% here, right? Those happen all the time, but I don't think there's going to be anything can happen, but I don't think there's a big imminent crash coming. Yeah. But that's not what something like value in stocks and SHD don't need a crash either. They can do well in a lower interest environment will help a lot.
I want to know, do you have UNH?
I don't know. Never got into it. No.
Any thoughts on it? Because it is, it seems like it would be kind of in the wheelhouse, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of it's beat up, it's a big brand name, big, strong company, a lot of history behind it of doing really well and gets beat up. These are usually the things that end up turning around. It could end up, if it stays low, it could end up in SHD. If it's still priced low enough that the yield is high enough come March during reconstitution, it could end up in SHD. So, but for me, there's just too many moving parts. And I thought about it and then saw it go down again. Thought about it again, went down again. Thought about it again. Like just too many times. But things look to be turning around a little, but that could be a head fake too. So, yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I feel like the SHD hate is still overdone, even though I sold out. I don't know. I think that it does serve its role, like as a really solid, and like the dividend growth I should say distribution, but like dividend growth has been okay, solid, like recently.
Yeah, it's still holding on. It's doing fine. This year is going to be a little slower, but I think across the board, most dividend ETFs are going to have a huge increase this year. But SHD will still come in with probably like a 5-6%, which will upset people because they're used to 10, 11, 12. But that's part of the problem, right? People got used to keeping up with the S&P and this amazing dividend growth, and you're getting this great yield and doing as well or better than S&P for a good chunk of time. And that changed, and people are like, wait a second, what do I own? And then they had to really start looking at how this actually works. And people just ride a trend. Whatever's trending, people are going to jump on, and whatever's not doing well, people are going to kick. And SHD's taking some kicks right now.
It's fine. At least we don't own a few certain companies. Now, somebody who is a giant fan of these certain companies is our next guest. Fiscal, do you want to hit me with the 5?
5.
Now, this next guest is somebody who really, really, really likes Palantir. He really likes hymns. Duolingo could be next for him. It is none other than Seymour Duck. Hello, Seymour.
Hello.
Seymour, is it true that you've sold all of your Evolution and put it into hymns?
No. I actually put it in BMNR.
Even better.
I'm bullish on ETH.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, to celebrate your 100 episodes, I bought ETH.
Oh, perfect.
I thought he was going to say he put it all into CFK channel memberships.
Oh.
the best investment money can buy.
The best $2 you can spend.
It's $2 for now. Just wait. There are some certain investors who are doing some Ethereum research this weekend, not to be named. The duck has gone mute. This is not good.
Oh no.
This happened last time. Okay, what's everybody's thoughts on Ethereum while we're here?
I heard
he's here. Thank God he's here.
I was just playing. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why is everyone bullish on ETH now?
I feel like it's only one person.
Double D's is flirting with the idea of getting in, so clearly that's a bullish signal.
The allowance money's coming in soon. That's what it is.
So, did anybody? There was a Twitter post where somebody said for everybody to say which crypto they're the most bullish about and why, and nobody answered the why part.
Yeah,
I thought that was very telling.
Yeah,
a lot of people threw in a lot of tickers, but literally on the Y part, they just kind of maybe they just missed that part of the prompt.
Tom Lee likes it.
Tom Lee likes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the very beginning of a new bull market, according to him, right?
Tom Lee was like that one girl in high school that would sleep with everybody for 6 years. It's just, you're not special if you think it's going to go up.
He's been right, though. He's been right about a lot of stuff.
Are we, what's everybody's thoughts here on Tom Lee?
Not my cup of tea, personally. But is what it
Everyone is a genius in a bull market.
Yeah,
I like him. I like Tom Lee. I'll be the contrarian.
I more agree with Seymour. Everybody's a genius in the bull market.
Although, I mean, 2025 so far hasn't been that bull of a bull market, really. Not compared to some previous recent years, yeah?
No, you're right.
It's been a little lumpy, you know what I mean?
Tom Lee is shilling crypto. What? He's shilling. What's he doing now? All I know is that he just says the market's always going to go up, and he says some interesting headlines, but that's about it.
Although I do think some of the things you're seeing people say about how overvalued they think the market is are a little overblown. Somebody was saying that the market's price to book is higher than it should be and stuff, and it's like, man, price to book, like, is the market all bank stocks now? What are we talking about?
Price to book. All right, question for everybody here on the panel: what stock are you worried about biggest right now being in a bubble? Bubble.
Well, worried that it's a bubble, or I just think it's a bubble because I don't hold anything that I think is a bubble.
Yeah, same here.
I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Let's
say
think for fun.
Tesla is like for sure. It's perma bubble though. The regards always pump it. Like anytime it crashes, the pumpers always pump it again. It's a call stock. So, it's like the strongest call stock probably in the market. I think honestly, when you look at other Mag 7 names, Apple seems weirdly highly valued compared to the growth that some other names in that group of stock have for like the growth relative to value. Apple doesn't seem to have it, whereas like an Amazon or a Google, they have it enough that it turns on dividend, dude, for Christ's sake.
Nothing wrong with that.
To be fair, though, if I owned a US stock, it would be Google.
Yeah.
I've been playing with the new Nano Banana that Google released.
Fun.
I'll go with one that like optically looks expensive, but one that I could easily like eat my own words with. So I'm willing to throw myself out there, and I don't think anyone should short it. Costco. Optically, it looks really expensive, but again, like I get it though. Like they could easily pull like just a couple lovers here or there, and it's like, nope, we win. Like so, yeah. I'll throw in a weird one.
If they raise the price of that hot dog by a nickel, they'll be making so much money.
Price to free cash flow 57 for Costco.
Yeah, optically again, it just looks. But again, I have no interest in going bearish anything on Costco.
Right. That's actually a good call. Like I love Costco, like, but I would never buy it now. Like I owned it years ago, and I haven't been able to add to it in forever because it just feels way too expensive all the time.
You'd have to average up, and it hurts you. It's like, oh no. I feel that so much now, where something I have might still kind of be a good deal, but it's like, man, but I bought it so long ago and it was so much less than I feel like I don't want to sacrifice my really awesome basis to average up.
Yeah. I remember buying like May of 2023 and it was at like 540. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm overpaying, and I just look stupid now compared to that.
That's the thing. Yeah, you could have bought all this time, and it would have still been up.
Seymour, you have a video?
Yes, it's to celebrate the 100.
Oh, hope it's PG-13. Oh, I see. Oh. Wow, it's real appropriate.
It's a duck roll.
Yeah, we got duck rolled.
Yeah. All right, we'll let our next guest in. I don't know. Seymour, you want to hit me with the 5?
5.
All right, now this is somebody who I didn't anticipate would come on tonight, but like Santa Claus, he always finds a way to come down your chimney. After a long day, he's enjoying a Starbucks beverage. His mother, than Mr. Fabio. Where are you right now?
I'm in a hotel room.
Okay, looks very.
Where's the hotel?
Oh, Club 11.
Yeah, Club 11.
He's
Club
in
11.
Miami.
It's gonna happen in 2 years. I'm telling you, everybody. Club 11.
I'm just in the bedroom.
Ah,
yeah.
Fabio, I've been advised we're gonna stop talking about Dave.
By who? Your lawyers?
Forces that are not to be discussed.
Did Andrew say?
There's a mutual agreement that's going down because we're worried that there could be a real effect going on from a few investors that could get up to the ultimate regard.
Who's the ultimate regard?
Seymour has a theory. Seymour, would you like to share the theory?
Oh, yeah. There's just some social influencer who I think is going to buy because he gets influenced by his friends when he talks about a stock.
You have any guesses? Really good looking guy.
Oh yeah, definitely not me.
Really good looking guy.
Who?
Not the best set of hair.
I think I
could pass. Could be gay. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just giving out clues.
Seinfeld moment.
He recently had a meetup last weekend, I think.
Is he really into grab stock?
He's known to indulge in grab.
Mm-hmm. I know who this is.
Yeah.
Is he did he have a Series A that he rug pulled everyone on?
No.
I don't believe so.
No.
You're going to hear this and you're going to be like, wow, how do I not know this?
He has a great set of
He lives in his mom's basement, even though he made like $2 million on Palantir.
That there Series A that he rug pulled everyone on.
Really?
I didn't know this.
Oh, he's failed startup?
No, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
because it's a Series A funding, you don't have to give the investors money. Is gone.
Apparently this isn't a fun show anymore. It's none other than a mitt. We're worried that Seymour. I'll give Seymour the credit for the theory that there could be a real DD effect going on from the top to the bottom, and worried the Dave name could get out. So we've been advised to stop talking about it.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, it's a good point, Bacon. First rule about
So Dave's like Fight Club. We're not allowed to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Jackson's boring enough where we can.
I mean, he gave us a good episode. Size.
Not money. It's not Money Mark. Money Mark.
We got a good TSSI exit.
Yeah. Fabio, how was your time with Mr. Bell in Miami?
Ryu.
Pretty good. They were. I found them at a gay beach, so
Whoa.
You
Wow.
Yeah, I show up and they're like, oh, let's go to South Beach, and I'm like, okay, I'll meet you guys there. They send me the location. I get dropped off, and I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, well, like, there's like a volleyball, beach volleyball, but like the poles are with the rainbow flag. Okay, and then like every bar here is like gay bar. I'm like, oh, okay. You go right onto the beach, the lifeguard stand. It's all a rainbow flag. It's all painted like that. And I'm like, oh, and then I see the name of the beach, right? Or like where it is, and I'm like, oh, yeah. They went to and then they were like, they find out when they're walking towards me. They're like, oh, we didn't know this was a beach.
Was the weather at least fabulous?
Yeah, no, it's two straight dudes who are looking for chicks at a gay beach.
Shirtless accountants at a gay beach, as Blake has pointed out in the comments.
Recon.
And Chris's friend was wearing attire that you could have interpreted that the individual could have been, like very, swinging for one direction, which nothing wrong with that, but it was funny that they're like, they're looking for, to do a certain thing, right? But they're at the completely wrong place to do it.
Like,
and then you just walk like 2 minutes that way or 2 minutes that way, and you find what you want. But like,
what, do you have a Palantir shirt on or
they
something?
chose to go there, and it was a gay beach.
That's
and it was a very small area too. It's not. It's very comedic that happened. So. But other than that, it was actually, we went to Muscle Beach.
Oh yeah, I saw nice Mr. Bell shared some nice pictures with us that I have. Members only.
Members only.
My only concern is if we do this Club 11 Miami trip in April, then I won't be able to get in any clubs because I'll be 20. We may need to wait a year and a half.
Yeah.
Fiscal, we got to supplement the Miami trip for the Vegas, I think. I think Miami's going to be, it could be bigger and better.
Hey, Miami, Vegas, whatever. I'll do all of them.
Yeah. Antarctica.
It could happen. Now, what are your thoughts on using EV to EBITDA to value Dave?
I mean, generally, I don't. Why you ask me? Is someone doing this?
Oh, I thought you'd get that from last week's episode.
Oh, well, I was multitasking while I was watching.
That's
believe
fair.
it or
That's
not.
fair.
But because when you guys are on Saturday and I'm working, I'll have you guys on. You guys will entertain me for like an hour break. But
so humbled.
EV to EBITDA for Dave on a serious note, like I don't. I tend to stay away from an EV to EBITDA basis because that makes a lot of sense. Like when you're acquiring the entire company, in like the banking world too, because you're also trying to evaluate their ability to pay down the debt or pay back the debt. And when you're buying the whole company, you're going to integrate that entire business, and you're going to obviously reduct out the cash, but then add the debt back on as a part of the cost. And then the EBITDA portion, since they're being part of your business, you're going to mend together all the interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization. So I think it gets overused by people to evaluate stocks, but
it sounds so sophisticated to say you're valuing it with EV to EBITDA.
There's no background noise, is there?
There is.
We heard a little ruckus there for it. Sorry, I think
is it getting rowdy there in Miami?
This is what happens at Miami. Everybody. Bad things.
It's okay. In my old apartment, you used to hear domestic abuse through the walls.
Okay, thanks. Wow.
No, my girlfriend's chatting with her friend, and they're like having a blast. They're just like gossiping, I think.
Party good, city good lifestyle.
Excited just now about something.
Speaking of getting excited, we are going to let our next guest in here very soon. Right now. Now I didn't think you would expect to be seeing this face on here tonight, Fabio. It is none other than the ultimate Dave bag holder. It is Stabulo coming back for episode 100. Welcome in.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
It's my favorite American.
True.
favorite blue-blooded American.
So true. I'm glad we've been talking about Dave. Great stock.
Are you worried about the regards entering Dave?
No, it's good. It's great. But we need him to come in when it's like higher, like TSSI.
Yeah.
Wait till it's 300, then they come in.
And then take it to 400. And then we're out.
And then Antonio comes in. Dave will 5x from here.
2,000 a share price target by 2027.
That's the bear case.
That's the bear case.
Stabulo, has there been any updates to your portfolio? Are you still all in, Dave?
Still got my Dave.
What's your
TSSI? It's baiting me.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Yeah,
It's
are you getting the spidey senses in your wrist?
Oh yeah, I've been having them for a while.
Have you ever heard of having 2 stocks in the portfolio?
Yeah, you can have more.
Stabulo is famous for just full porting whatever he likes at the time. Hey, MPW, buddy.
I need to
The
step
good old
out
days.
with MPW people.
Okay, he's moved past that fiscal. Don't bribe a man.
I've realized the
who's
error
gone
in
sober
more ways.
with alcohol.
Haven't you heard that the shorts are going to get fucked any day now?
Any minute now. Any day now. For like,
Have you been in my Discord, man?
multiple
I mean,
years.
that's all they talk about.
Oh, I know.
The inmates are literally running the asylum in there. It's crazy.
Do we want to talk a little bit about TSSI since that's pretty relevant since that kind of went down yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Now,
we can talk about
when I first bought the TSSI because Fabio peer pressured me into it when we were live about like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Since then, I've added a little bit, not a whole lot. About like maybe 1.5% allocation, but the thesis is pretty easy to understand, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm no expert on the company, but what happened on Friday? What stock go down, company bad, right?
Yeah, stock go down, therefore the company's bad. I mean, what happened was hilarious because, like, okay, Nvidia reports earnings. No one cares. Not even Nvidia does, right? Dell reports earnings, and Dell crashes the data center names. And it was hilarious because, like, Nvidia reacted more to Dell's earnings than its own earnings. And you would think for a moment, you'd be like, oh, wow, Dell's data center business must be doing pretty bad. And no, you actually, read through it, and it's like they actually raised the guide, full year guide. And the best part is, listening to the call, you hear the management team, and they're clearly giving you the low ball of what they think it's going to get to. And then you go, even a further step back from that and say, has any single big spender said or declared that they're going to cut back on spending? And you can't give me a single one. It's all going to be like, I think Meta said they're planning on doing the same percentage step change next year as they did this year, not dollar increase, percent increase, which is ridiculous. And who knows what Google or Amazon, et cetera, are going to do. But it's, you'll look back probably in a couple months and you'll be like, okay, well, new narrative.
Yeah.
There's always a new narrative.
Just think from April, that crazy rally. It's like 2 months.
Stabulo, give me a price. Give me a price for you to buy back in tomorrow, Monday.
I could imagine buying in like any price now. I don't know why it's this price really. I don't really get it. I don't know. It don't make sense.
Well, you don't like to revisit things that you've made money on. I don't mean that as a snarky way. I think it's an honest question. Like, because
I didn't quite catch the question.
Oh, like you don't like to revisit things that you've already made money on?
Oh no,
because
I don't mind it at all.
Okay, yeah, because there's that like psychological component of like, if you sell it completely, you're very, very discouraged to revisit. But if you have like a token like 0.5% or below, or like 1%, like you're probably more inclined to be more flexible.
I've never
Or
heard
some
of
people
such
at
a
least.
thing.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
only ever
it's-
heard of going all in, you know. No,
Like
but
me or-
I really don't get the TSSI sell off though. It don't make no sense to me. I don't know. Money Mark did a number on the stock, so
But it not making sense is what creates the opportunity.
Mhm.
Remember that.
In theory, at least, yeah.
It's all fun and
It'd be
games
funny-
until Money Mark calls in for the next Royal Rumble entry.
imagine
Well,
they actually end up getting rug pulled by Dell in the end. Money Mark, oh lord, it's gonna be the last.
I think he's done with the stock.
Look,
That's-
Kramer
that's
used to
his
pay
plan.
him
Until
for
last
his
live.
picks in 2011. All right.
Oh yeah.
He was living in a $10 million penthouse in Manhattan. All right.
No,
Just
it's
doing
Miami.
it to give
Miami.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have another Money Mark dump. It's crazy that, you know, someone can do that and consistently, right? Because he's done it. You see when on the Friday sell off, it happened at 2 p.m. Eastern. You know what else happened at 2 p.m. Eastern?
Every time.
Yeah,
It's
it
funny,
recovered
if you
a
just like
little
look
bit.
at all the stocks he like talks about, you just look at the chart and it just be like go up 10%, or that one will go down 10%. Or
The small caps, the really small caps. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his theory is that their margins are going to compress. In fact, the guys who are like in CM that are much more familiar with these businesses, they were actually penciling out that the margins are going to actually expand, not compress. And I gave him the reason. I was like, hey, what do you think about what he said here? Just to see what they thought. And they were like, no, it does not make any sense. Because he was making the argument that Dell's going to crush their margins.
I feel like they'll need TSSI like as much as the reverse. Because for them to like fulfill all the backlog, if you assume it's gonna actually increase even more than the guidance, they'll have to like invest too much. TSSI is like their, I don't know, risk management tool, I guess. So they're not investing too much. In case it's too much. But there is a risk that it does slow down, like the AI and just data center spend in general, but don't look like
it will eventually. No, that's a guarantee. But it's like when I was telling Peter, if you're in here, it's what I told Peter the other day. It's like being too early is still wrong. So that's the same thing. Like it's important when you're trying to create like a bearish point or a short position. Being too early on a comment is still wrong. Because obviously a cyclical industry will of course have a cycle, but the cycles has expanded a bit. And so, you know, it's not something that, you know, you just go harumph and ignore. But because like, for example, if you were to express your opinion by, let's say, shorting data center, you could get severely burned because being early is wrong. But if you're just saying it just to say, just have an opinion and throw it out on the internet, I mean, like, it's fine. There's no consequence to that. But let's say you put money behind the opinion, right? And you express a short idea, a short interest. Being early is definitely wrong. So it will happen. Like, there's no doubt. But when? I don't think like 2026 is the year. 2027, we'll see.
Fiscal, we need to start pumping stocks more. We've already been accused of it once this week. I think we need to really start. We need to get on Money Mark level.
Might as well. You know, if you're already
getting nothing on them.
Raise the price of the membership.
Buy followers.
Yeah.
Buy financial advice. Put it on there.
Yeah.
It's never financial advice.
We do have another guest. I'll start the timer. It is none other than Jonathan Judas of the Judas Inn. Welcome in, John. Looking very sporty with those sunglasses.
Yeah, I had to get the glasses.
Oh yeah, John. What's your biggest holding right now?
Biggest holding. It's honestly probably SCHD.
Oh, that makes Craig very happy.
Score one for the good guys.
We have some SHD support.
Yeah.
Draw the battle lines.
Fabio was actually the person that convinced me to sell the SHD. I blame him again.
For SHG.
Oh yeah, for SHG. It was a good
I
decision.
think we're about to reach that value versus growth cycle. So I think SHD will get a little bump coming up.
Craig has a big grin on his face.
30 days. Look at the last 30 days. There's signs.
Yeah, Magic cards are sending a warning. I heard, according to Fuhat.
He's a character.
He's the Michael Gayet of Magic cards.
Yeah.
Instead of gold, you know.
Yeah, we only look at the 1 day chart here on this channel.
The 1 second chart.
Too long term.
1 second chart.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. What was the Stabulo? What was the OG dividend dude name with the was it the 5-year chart? I'm trying to remember.
It might have been actually. Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah. His name was the 5-year chart.
No. Everything was about to look at the 5-year chart.
These were the glory days.
Yeah, these are
like 2023.
Hey, I heard that I
looking at 1 month, 30 day.
Particular method of investing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you remember Fiscal when everybody hated BTI like 2 years ago in the Discord?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Everyone hated it.
Yeah, I mean everybody hated everything that I ever.
You were a bit of a heel.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I think most of the haters, like if we look at this year anyway, like I'm clobbering some of them, but you know.
The one thing I gave Dividend Dude credit for, we was on tier for Walgreens.
Oh yeah.
We were on tier.
Yeah.
The day Fiscal almost went mad. They would just be like we'd have like a debate about Crocs or something, or like we'd be talking about something really random. This is the same guy that bought Walgreens. Well, thanks, Dividend Dude. Good point.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as though he wasn't telling people that UNH looked like a deal at 600 or whatever, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it just goes to show that everybody eventually has a bad call, you know.
That's fine.
I don't know what my worst call is. I don't know.
Look, it's funny looking back. I feel like I don't know why I had such an enthusiastic. I was so enthusiastic about Starbucks. I don't get it. Now looking back, I don't know why. I'm sorry.
It was beaten up and also relative to other opportunities at the time.
I feel like Alaris is like so much better. A lot of the holdings I look back, it's like why did I buy that? It's why you just buy ETFs, everybody.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Also go through phases when you're
Yeah.
investing.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just getting started too, because like how long ago did you start? Did you start before 2020? Were you investing?
I started February 2020.
Oh, okay. So right before.
Yeah.
You know what? That's really funny. That means you've been doing it longer than me, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Some deep lore. The first stock I ever bought was AMC at $5 in 2021. My first stock
allegations are going up right now. Fiscal.
Hey, Ryan, how old were you when you?
14. First ever share
so
Berkshire
yeah, you were
Hathaway,
younger when I started.
Starbucks, and Waste Management.
Wait,
younger than when I
think.
Is that one for the panel? Like first stock you ever owned?
We should do that. All right. So
yeah, I
we
think that'd be cool.
Fiscal got AMC. I have Berkshire B. Bacon, what's yours?
I want to say actually GE long before the spinoffs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was a boring weirdo. Yeah.
Fabio, what are your first shares?
Alphabet. Oh, multiple first or the first? For the first is Alphabet.
We'll say the first. Yeah, Alphabet.
Yeah, the first.
Turns
Alphabet.
me on. Seymour, what's your first? Let's probably Evolution.
It was Tesla at 900.
Before the splits and such.
Yes.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Craig, what's yours?
I think it was Facebook.
Like not long after the IPO, Facebook, or
not that early, like 2018. It was 170, around 175 at the time.
That was a
So,
good.
and I've held
That's
every
crazy
share.
that
I've held it all.
Yeah, you're saying the price 2018. Oh my gosh, that thing fell.
I've held it through. I went up, all the way down to 89. Bought some at 89. Held on to all of it. I think I sold one share the whole time.
That is what we call winning.
Stabulo, what was your first?
I bought like a basket of them, but I think when I checked, I think it was officially Nestle. But I bought like Amazon, Alphabet, like a basket of them at the time when I first started.
MPW.
No.
John, what was your first?
My first was Chevron.
Oh.
An oil man.
Oil
man. Yeah.
Drink Starbucks.
Fine oil man.
He's an oil baron. And I'm
Seymour.
a Google whale. And
Seymour, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's this new company you've been buying? Is it what is it, Cover Corp?
No.
Nova. It's Cover Corp.
Yeah.
Is that the company of like weeb stuff, avatar thing, personality things? Yeah, I don't get that.
Like, if you look at the financials, though, like just purely on the financials, it's quite respectable, I think.
Yeah, it's a very niche market, but they're growing.
Niche. Yeah.
What was the weren't you the one talking about the parent company of Sanrio recently too on Twitter, Seymour?
No, that wasn't me. No.
Huh. Yeah.
Not me either. I haven't done any digging on Sanrio.
Somebody was pointing out the parent company of I don't even remember what it was, but it's a Japanese company that owns Sanrio.
Oh, yes, the Hello Kitty, yes.
Oh, so that was okay. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I know your post better than you do. Cool.
Yeah, I kind of just woke up when I got here, so I'm still half asleep.
Get that Starbucks ready.
Yeah, but that is interesting because there's a lot of Gen Z girls love that Sanrio stuff.
How do you know that?
Ask me how I know.
Yeah, how do you know that? You want to elaborate? Share with the audience how old you are, Fiscal. Why don't you? We were talking about retirement earlier. When I'm buying SHD.
Remember, Fiscal, I'm your lawyer. Yeah, you don't need to answer.
No.
Deny.
Yeah, and he said lawyer. That's when he was American.
True.
I'll deny, delay, defend, whatever.
Deflect.
Just don't send Mangione after me, okay?
Some money mark after you.
And the Oracle.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's the next guest, right?
Yeah, he's coming on a little later. He was busy from 8 to 9 o'clock hour. He had something, but yeah. We're also a little worried he'll be done. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 episode 32 veterans on right now. Stabulo was there in spirit.
Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah.
Live.
Watch the VOD.
Yeah, that was
Gotcha.
that was a time. That was a time. Our channel mysteriously disappears for a few days. Fiscal, I can't believe that was like a year and a half ago now.
I know, isn't it crazy the way time just goes like that?
Yeah.
Wait, what? That episode was a year and a half ago?
It was spring 2024, so year and a quarter.
Yeah, time goes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it was episode 32, and this is episode 100, and we do
that's
the math. It's 68 episodes ago.
That's oh my god.
And there was a kind of a I don't know. Well, we still did episodes, I think, but we had to do them ninja style on like Ryan's channel, I think.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah, there was that period.
Then he went after Camaro.
Poor Camaro is also gone from YouTube.
City good, potty
Oh,
good.
is he not back? I thought he was back.
He got oracled, probably.
We do have another guest. I'll roll the Royal Rumble. Say High Tide, and he appears. It is none other than the High Tide cult leader, Blake Downer. Welcome in, Blake.
How are you guys tonight?
Good.
Blake, how's VKTX? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, you asked me to look at that a while.
Isn't that Viking Therapeutics?
Viking,
Yes, it is.
What's really funny, I was interested in them when they were like $4 because they had acquired the IP for LGD 4033, and which is a SARM, and I find SARMs to be kind of interesting.
Fabio, you
I got to give him the context. So Blake,
Okay. I remember now. I remember now. Yeah. So this is a biopharma play that Fabio.
But I'm not advocating for it. The reason why I say this to you is because when you first pitched High Tide, there was like, because I tell you, CM has like subcultures. One of the subcultures hates High Tide, hates it. Like despises it. They get very mad if you start talking about High Tide, and you are the champion of High Tide. And so they were like, "Oh, this Blake guy is pitching a weed stock. These weed stocks are terrible," even though it would be like it's a retailer or something. And then and their champion stock is this stock. So then that's why I will ask you, because they used to be comparing it, and at one point I think they were like really close when High Tide was not doing too hot, because BKTX hasn't been doing hot for a while. And then now more recently I'm like, "Hey Blake, how's VKTX?" And then I think Blake at first was like, "Well, I'll look into them," but that's the context.
One of the reasons I'm attracted to High Tide is that part of the thesis relies on the industry being super cyclical and there being a massive industry-wide rally. You hear me talk about this all the time. I try to choose a company that would do just fine even if this hypothetical rally never happens, and so that's why I chose like the best company in the industry with the best growth prospects and the best business model and the best CEO. It's really sort of the total package as far as an investment goes. And I have the luxury of buying while sentiment is super sour and everything is undervalued. I just have the pain of having to wait for an unknown amount of time for this eventual rally. The last month has been pretty interesting.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
All right, everybody, what are your 30-day trailing returns? That's the real measure.
Yes. I'll bring out the 15-day if we really want to pull that card out of the back pocket.
I was down on the year until like 2 weeks ago. And now my year-to-date returns are positive again, and whatever.
The pumping allegations are not being helped right now.
So here's a hard one, Blake. Are you still adding at this price?
I would love to have added a month ago. More than right now. I would definitely, if I had extra cash to burn, I would strongly consider buying more. But like Dissector was saying, like now is actually a pretty attractive time to be selling $5 covered calls, because the options market is structured at 250 and 5 and 750. And if you're willing to sell at 5, if price goes up further, it's just we've all been staring at like prices in the 2s for so long that selling $5 covered calls, you'd only get like a nickel a contract or something. It's just not worth it. But now that we're up in the 350s, you can expect to get higher premium for that. So I would actually say selling covered calls might be pretty attractive right now. I am definitely planning on increasing my overall position later this year. Mostly I'm having to wait until I acquire more money before I can buy it.
Life story for all of us. Before we continue off the High Tide talk, Bacon unfortunately does have to head out. Bacon, where can the people find you?
At 0G Bacon Memes on X Twitter thing. Thank you all for having me on. Thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations for the 100 episode, guys.
All right. We will see you, Bacon.
See you.
Always a fun time with Bacon. Let's continue talking High Tide, though. Blake, continue.
Everything looks good. I picked this company because the business model is so good. Because the CEO has this he's ethical, but he's also ruthless. He's got that edge about him that you want a CEO to have. He's got the right amount of charisma. He's got a lot of drive, and he's assembled a business model that is very asset light and does not need advertising or R&D expenses. I think Capital Mindset was talking about something in his Discord a couple of days ago, and R&D expenses was a major factor in whatever he was talking about. And I piped in the comments in the chat, and I was like, this is why I avoid companies that have to advertise or have high R&D costs to stay relevant. Because I view it like they're on a treadmill. And some companies, the slope on that treadmill is pretty steep, some it's kind of shallow, but if you're a company, if you're a business model that you need to advertise to stay relevant, to find new customers, that's a problem. Because what happens when your advertising fails? Like what happens when your R&D fails? What happens when your competitor comes out with a slightly better product? There's a big issue with those types of business models because everything can look good now and look very not good within a few months or within a year.
Yeah. I'm with you on the I wish I loaded up pre-interview again. It's really is like one of those, I don't know. It coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah. I'm wrestling with the idea of do I, after this giant rally, do I start adding again when I have more free cash?
So their valuation didn't actually change a whole lot. If anything, they went from undervalued to slightly more undervalued because their EBITDA and income, like their cash flow, is probably going to go up by about 80% because of this purchase. And they just had a 60% rally versus 80% increase in cash flow. So if anything, they're slightly more undervalued now than they were 2 months ago. They're just a very different company now. They have this entirely new segment, and it has its own separate growth rate, its own separate gross margins, all of that. And depending on how that segment does, we could see this become very nice to top line revenue. I'm also really curious to see what happens, 6 months, a year, or 2 years from now, when Raj does something similar to another country, France, Great Britain, the Czech Republic, somewhere besides Germany.
I've heard him mention Australia.
Australia, yeah, anywhere with a large medical customer base that High Tide can just step in and buy a couple import permits or buy one company and bring their menu to that customer base and become the middleman, the international middleman for the entire industry.
We do have a new guest in here, and this will be a good one. Stabulo, give me the 5.
5.
Now entering the show, it is none other than Double D's. It is the newest, almost Ethereum shareholder. He owns a certain 4-lettered stock that we can't talk about. Welcome in. And Google, and most importantly, Google Whale, and Google turns him on. Welcome in, Double D.
Me too.
Uh-oh.
He's muted still.
Uh-oh, he said,
that's not him.
He said it's not him. This is not good. He said that's not him. All right, this is making the show. Will we give the imposter 1 minute?
Let's ask the imposter some questions.
All right, what are your thoughts on Ethereum? Dividend Dude, what are your thoughts on Ethereum? This isn't good. Yeah, I don't think he's going to talk. This isn't the real Dividend.
Right, kick him out.
Kick him out. Get out of here. I was all excited for a second.
Just pretend I tombstone pile drived him out of here in my Undertaker costume, okay?
Oh, it's not good. Wow, we really just rug pulled the audience for an epic episode.
And that's sad because I wanted to ask Dividend Dude what happened to his High Tide shares. Does he still hold them? Did he sell during the last rally? Because it went, he bought at 210 or something, and it went up to 340 or 350 right in there. Just 3 or 4 months after he bought. Did he sell then? Did he sell after it back down to 220? I'm curious what happened to that position for him.
Just imagine if he put all the Google money into High Tide. I'm just saying. And shilled it. We'd be a different planet right now.
This is why I'm into small caps and nano caps and obscure companies, because not only do they have high volatility, and that sometimes gives you amazing buying opportunities.
Speaking of small caps, Blake, you're also in Oxley, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ticker CBWTF, everybody.
Oh.
So I bought at 3, and then I bought more at 5, and then I was planning on buying a lot more like later this year because I'm going to get more money, and I wanted to buy heavily.
You still like it at the current price?
Oh, I still like it at the current price. I believe in King for a Day's thesis. He's see, I've been following the company for about 4 years now. I have not been following the company super closely for the entire 4 years. I really started paying attention again about 6 months ago. And mostly that was because another high tide shareholder, King for a Day, he got real loud. He's like, hey guys, Oxley's financials finally got attractive. And I was like, really? That was a business model that I was interested in 4 or 5 years ago. So I bought it. I told Fiscal about it. Fiscal bought some, and then it tripled. And what I'm really upset about is I didn't have more money at the time.
I by the way, I'm not up like 200%. I have been averaging in, so but I am up over 50%. So that's one of my best performers of the year. I understand that they have like a really interesting vape product.
So that's actually their entire moat.
Yeah.
So this industry is characterized where like heavy consumers build up a tolerance, so they're constantly like jumping strains and stuff. So Oxley's moat is not in any one individual strain. Their entire brand moat is on the quality of the vapes, like how they are physically constructed, the durability of the battery, the coil, airflow, all of the characteristics that a user cares about besides the fluid, you know. So the quality of their vapes is super high, and that's what they've been targeting for like 5 years now. That's what first got me interested in, was the mechanical engineering around their vapes is just top tier.
So that brings me to sort of a big part of what is interesting to me about it. There's some kind of a relationship between Imperial Brands and Oxley. And to my understanding, Imperial Brands is the only major, they're the only major tobacco, like global tobacco company that doesn't have a compelling vape product of their own. And yet they're kind of doing this little flirtation with Oxley. It makes me think, are we looking at another acquisition? And then I look at Altria, their acquisition of the Enjoy thing for like $2 billion. And I think, well, that could be an interesting thing if something similar happens here.
I think the entire tobacco industry is going to buy themselves a business lifecycle extension at some point over the next decade or so by buying into cannabis. Because look at the cash flow on like Altria and BTI. Their quarterly cash flow is by like half a dozen cannabis companies a quarter for like. So if legalization happens when you get a major rally, obviously these companies are going to get a lot more expensive real quick. But we're still going to see this extreme interest from these tobacco players because we're stuck in an industry. It's a sunset industry. Fewer people are smoking every year. Switching to vapes, sure, it's a lot less risky. The younger people are looking more to smoking and stuff, but still an ever diminishing, ever shrinking customer base. And by purchasing cannabis company, all of the tobacco players, every single one of them, are going to be incentivized to do this as soon as it makes sense for them to, as soon as it, legally, taxes, regulations, all that stuff. Specifically, you talk about, you're asking about these vapes, and I agree with you. I think the reason Oxley was targeted was because the quality of their vapes is so good. And like you mentioned, I didn't know that particular tobacco company didn't have a vape segment. So why not? It's easy to assume those two companies have been in discussions ever since that investment was made, just because the one company clearly needs the thing that the other company has available.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely been front and center in my mind. And obviously, now that Oxley's financials are actually somewhat attractive, you don't need for that to happen for it to still be a good investment. King for a Day, who you mentioned, his whole thing seems mostly focused just on Oxley's financials, not really on any kind of acquisition or anything. So that's just like a second way to win, I think.
Sure. I've talked to him like in Discord and stuff. Like we also communicate not on Twitter, and him and I both agree that the CEO is above the threshold where we want. He's not the total rock star, like, you know, he's not Steve Jobs or Raj, you know, but he is clearly got the right stuff, and he, you know, that sort of thing. He does look a little bit past the financials, but that's what he touts on Twitter. He talks about how good the financials are. The company is in an industry that switched from, they just spent the last like 7-8 years with strong headwinds because there was too much competition and oversupply. And now they have around mid 2024 fall, something like that, it pivoted from oversupply to undersupply. And so now they are a producer in an undersupply situation. And that is why I decided to buy, was because not only did their financials get better, I had already researched the CEO years ago, and the CEO was like, I gave him the thumbs up. But they are now facing a situation of protracted, extended tailwinds that used to be headwinds. And if you guys remember my thesis about why high tide is going to be the long-term winner, it's because these growers are going to go through cycles of headwind and tailwind and headwind and tailwind based off of supply and demand imbalances, whereas the retailer never has to worry about that. So this investment in Oxley, I view it as, you know, 1 to 3 years, maybe 5 years. It's not going to last 10 years. It's not going to last 15. Because I know there's going to be a cycle where they'll switch from high demand, low supply back into high supply, low demand. And then I don't want to be in a producer. I don't want to hold a producer during that.
Fair.
Any update on Warrior Met Coal?
China is curtailing production. That's really good for long term. So for me, I'm definitely going to buy pretty heavily at some point in the next like 6 months or something. They have a mine that I expect to open up around mid-2026. After they're done opening up that mine, their CapEx goes down to almost nothing. And again, they have no need to advertise. They have no R&D. There's no CapEx for opening a 4th mine. Once they get that 3rd mine open, they're done. They have nothing else to do with their money but hand it back to me and buy back shares.
Wait, sorry. You said there's no CapEx needed for an additional mine after that?
So
why is it? Because that's all in the same area?
So it has to do with their projected plans. And they got real loud when they opened up the first 2 mines, and they said, hey, we have the permits for a 3rd mine, but what we don't have is the cash. And then coal got real expensive, and all the coal companies, all the miners became super profitable. Most of the rest of them bought back all their shares. They bought back, you know, like AMR or whatever, bought back like 40% of its float. Huge buyback program. Warrior Met Coal said, no, we're not buying back shares. We're finally opening that 3rd mine that we talked about like a decade ago. And then that's it. There's no permits for a 4th mine. This is just that, like, they finally got their 50% extra revenue up in production that they just couldn't afford to get going with their startup capital. I want to say 2017 or something like that. Almost 10 years ago, they started up, and they only had so much startup capital, but they got the permits for a 3rd mine. And then during the windfall period, they spent the money to open the 3rd mine. And then around mid next year, they're not going to have any more significant CapEx. It's just going to fall to sustaining CapEx. The longwall mining that they do has some of the like lowest sustaining CapEx costs of any mining ever. It's cheaper than strip mining. It's more efficient. It's less dangerous, all that stuff. It is the best form of mining. That is another reason I'm attracted to this company, is that like you look at all the Australian coal miners, they have like this thing where they talk about days down due to rain. What's that? Met Warrior Coal is an underground mine. You never have to worry about rain. Coal just flows out of the ground year round. So it's literally like a cash printing machine.
And AMR is not metallurgical coal, right? AMR is focused on the coal used for energy.
Let me double check that. I want to say it's a mix. I want to say it's like 80-20 where it's mostly metallurgical. Let me look that up.
Because I was just taking a look at both of them. AMR seems to have a ridiculous amount of cash on their book.
Yeah.
Warrior also has a good amount of cash, especially relative to their debt pile. Like they're at like negative 200 million net debt, and you're telling me this capex is going to come down drastically. So all you have to worry about is where the price of the coal is going to go.
Yes, yeah, it becomes the last variable. Is about a year and a half from now, the last thing to question is what is the price of coal going to be next month, next year, next decade. They're right now they're hemorrhaging a bunch of money getting this third mine open. Then their sustaining capex is projected to be significantly smaller. You can go back and look at they released a report like 6 months ago, like an update, and they said this is our projected sustaining capex. It's super tiny compared to what I predict their cash flow is going to be, which is obviously price dependent, but it'll be a very attractive whatever it'll be. And the reason I'm attracted to Met Warrior Coal more than AMR, there's several other players. Met Warrior is very close to the ocean, and their ability to actually ship the coal to a port to ship it overseas at a low cost is better than anybody else in the U.S. So
yeah, they have the lowest cost to break even.
Yeah, they're basically in the category of lowest cost producer, and globally they're not quite the absolute lowest cost, but they're in that category. They compete with the other lowest cost producers.
That's crazy. Yeah.
If coke and coal doesn't get you turned on like Google stock, I don't know what to say. I don't think you're a red-blooded American if that's the case.
Yeah, it's black.
Good thing every single one of us here is one, right?
Yeah, except Seymour. Except Seymour.
I'm staring at him right now.
So that's a nice thumbnail.
So what I keep warning is every time I talk about a company, Fiscal buys it and then it goes up. And
you really are in a bull market.
How times have changed.
Fiscal, I promise you that won't happen forever.
He's aware.
I mean, hey, I've endured being down like 60-70% on things before. I'll be fine if it doesn't happen forever.
This is an MPW shareholder you're talking to. Not much can get done.
Yeah. I've still got it. I haven't sold out of MPW. I mean,
Blake, you're talking about closely getting more convicted on the 4-letter stock that's not to be named. It rhymes with rave and cave.
Oh,
you can
that
say
one.
the name. If the fear is other guys.
I find it very tempting, and that company and being exposed to that is actually the entire reason that I come on here and chat with you guys and write for Seeking Alpha and participate in social media is because I know that's the best way for me to get exposed to other good opportunities. You know, like if you notice, I don't have a check mark by my name on Twitter because I really don't care how big my audience is. Like it's kind of not a factor, but I do want to come up here every week and chat with you guys because I know I'm going to keep getting exposed to opportunities such as that company that will not name. Boy, is it getting a lot of flack as people are finally aware of what its business model is and how it works. I've been hearing a lot of negative press by people who are like Capital Mindset was talking about. It's like, oh, this company's all predatory, and most of them have this cognitive dissonance where it's like they both claim that the company is predatory and not helping people at the same time, and they can't believe that these people would just sign up for this predatory lending service to get like extorted.
There was I watched like a 30 or 40-minute video essay specifically talking about how predatory their tipping system was. And it was a recent release in the last couple of weeks. And my instinct was to jump into the comment section. They don't do that anymore. But I figure what's the point, so I didn't bother.
Stabulo's blood is boiling. He's mad right now. His fist is clenching.
I was mad as hell.
No, I was just thinking of a previous conversation I've had about Dave. A lot of people don't like it.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
I've been told that he garnished wages, so...
Well,
that's how they get the money back.
They're servicing a customer base that doesn't normally have access to liquidity or capital in any way because their credit scores are trash and they don't have a savings account and they don't have investments, but they do have a job and they do have a payday coming and they do have an expense that they have to deal with now.
So what you're saying is, just like Khmer, they have income. They just
but they don't have the ability to pay for whatever it is they're trying to buy. And I actually view it as very different from the buy now, pay later model.
Pay never.
Yeah, it's kind of similar, but I view it as very different psychologically, like from the customer
Mm-hmm.
point of view. Because like with Dave, it says, I'll give you this money and you can go buy anything you want with it. And with the other one, it's like, I'm going to give you this money and you have to buy this coffee or this sub or whatever this minor expense that you
Finance a burrito for easy payments.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you guys see the, I guess you could call it rage about how a firm is quote unquote lying about their delinquency rates? There's a lot of
How are they
people
not?
claiming that.
Like in what way are they lying?
No, I say they're not, but they're saying that there's no way that their delinquency rates are where they're at. And a few of the larger folks who have social media presences went on and were like, the macro guys, it's typically macro people. I didn't see any individual stock investors do it, but they're like saying there's no way, look at all these other, loans that are, going up in delinquency, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they're just mad because a firm, I think the delinquency rates actually are declining, not going up. They're going down. And what you just said, actually, Blake, is the highlight there. What distinguishes a company like Affirm versus like a normal credit card is that they're underwriting every single purchase. So it gives them a lot of flexibility, similar to how you did it first.
All right. Yeah. Can't do it anymore.
We'll say the name. Dave can underwrite the customer, in a much higher cadence than or frequency than like a credit card company, a traditional credit card company can do. They can't, pull back the loan suddenly. And I think, you read through it, it's like 45 days they have to give notice. Dave can be like, all right, nope, it's 8-day loans. So it's like, oh, nope, no more. You're tapped out. If you can, get past them collecting the capital from your, your checking account. But yeah, Affirm's like in a similar fashion. They're underwriting every single purchase that you do. A credit card company doesn't really do that. They underwrite your overall riskiness, not every single purchase. So yeah.
And it is there is definitely some overlap there. Like from the customer's point of view, or maybe we should call them the consumer. Maybe from the consumer point of view, there's some overlap there psychologically with the service like my credit card provider provides versus what Dave provides.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of psychological similarity, like from the consumer's point of view.
Yeah. It's shown to increase the sale. So like the retailer pushes it because it helps to actually close the sale. Yeah. If I can pay it in 4, it's all at once. Because the credit card's still all at once. So
I pay mine twice a month.
Yeah.
Side tangent. I hope all of you do too.
I'm a little smarter than the rest of you guys. My account, I don't pay it off intentionally though, just so I have a higher bill. So eventually I get more credit card reward points. I think smarter, not harder. The lenders want to see that I can pay off more money. So that's why I intentionally don't pay off my credit card.
You're taking that lump sum approach.
Yeah, it's a revolutionary idea. Finance guy is currently crashing out on Twitter.
I thought again.
Does he ever go a day without these days?
He's selling the account. He's calling people the C word, not compounder. I'll let you do the math on that.
So listen to this arbitrage. He wants to sell the account for $6,000, but he also wants to pay somebody $5,000 to find out finance guy's wife's real identity.
So he's rotating.
He's rotating the money.
He's round tripping the revenue, just like MPW's management.
Yeah.
He's selling.
Only real OG MPW shareholders understand the joke. Stabulo's the only one laughing.
Yeah, true. The best landlord ever.
His account is worthless. He's the butt of every joke.
Yeah.
I can't find. He doesn't show up now when I search for some reason on Twitter.
You probably got blocked.
Yeah,
no,
you got blocked.
Probably got blocked. To be honest.
Did he lose? It looks like he lost his blue check mark.
Let me look.
Even Elon thought he was cringe, and he's like, "Take this man's check mark away."
Oh yeah, he's not showing up on my thing.
Maybe he's just finally been reported enough times.
Weird.
Oh, his name is Talking. Wait,
Guy Talks Finance.
it's just Talking
He changed his
Finance
name.
now.
He changed his name. Okay.
That's
The guy
dude. He made it
talk-
to only for like he has 13,000 views, 21 likes. That's insane.
Yeah. But no, I'm not blocked. I actually I tried to say something nice to him recently just because like I'm tired of the negativity, so
yeah. Yeah, I just kind of feel bad for him at this point. There's no gain from making fun of him. Like it's okay. It's
yeah.
Everybody has his identity, and it's like okay.
Yeah. Like I gave him like an honest suggestion on something that I thought would resonate positively and move things in a direction that doesn't have to do with the parody accounts or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like he took my suggestion, so you can lead a horse to water, as they say.
Before we wrap up here, is there any other topics that we haven't touched that any of you want to discuss?
Have we talked about Dave yet?
All right, how about IDN?
Oh,
good stock. Very good stock.
Yeah. Because I haven't I followed Stabulo into that one and I haven't sold even though he did. Do we still think that it's
got the calls?
It's got legs still. Oh yeah, you do still have your degenerate calls for February. $11 strike, was it?
11, yeah.
It's only got a 3x for you to get a big win off of that.
It's happening.
I mean,
dance. What are we dancing for? Oh, did Dex? Oh, do we gotta dance? He's been a member for 4 months, so do we have to do it? You gotta grift a little harder.
Would it be the 100th episode if we didn't do it?
Wait, where's Gil?
Gil left.
Oh no.
He said you guys invited him on. He's like, how long are you guys staying on?
No,
He always does
okay,
that.
we'll stay on for 5 more. Somebody get Gil back on. Find contact with Gil. I'm posting the link in the chat right now if anybody wants to hop on. The only reason I didn't do it is because our show got doxxed like a few weeks ago, and there were some mysterious links going around. So I've been a little more wary of where I put this, but I'll pin it because it's the end of the show and there's nothing to lose. Before all that, does everybody just want to plug like where they can find them and stuff? This is not like the official outro, but Craig, where can the people find you?
On X, right down here.
Yep.
Just look up SHD Stan or SHD ETF, Twitter, X. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah. Seymour, they can find you at Antonio Linnet. What? No, I'm joking. Joking.
Yeah, they can find me on X at Mr. Seymour Duck.
Mr. DeLolo, where can the people find you?
On Twitter or either of your Discords.
Stabulo, where can the people find you?
Capital Mindset Discord, Ryan's Discord, Fiscal's Discord.
Jonathan Judas, where can the people find you?
Yeah, I'm at any Discord. You'll probably see me.
And Blake Downer, obviously Seeking Alpha. Where can the people find you?
Yeah, Twitter, Seeking Alpha, both of your Discords. I do plan on becoming more active on my own personal YouTube channel once I finish moving, but that'll be a couple more months at least.
That's exciting. Are you going to do a podcast as well?
So I was thinking I might like stream myself researching companies to Twitch and then cut down short clips of like my actual conclusions and the things that I found while I was researching and post that to YouTube on my personal channel. And then for the podcast, I want to invite on. So what gave me the idea was this was like 20, 30 episodes ago. You guys had on a guy and he pitched Uber and he did a really good job just pitching that one stock. So the format for the podcast was going to be like us bringing in a single high conviction investor to explain to the judges or whatever. It's sort of like a Shark Tank type thing. Their high conviction investment And then, these are all the details. And then you have the judges just asking them questions and stuff. And the idea would be every week you'd find a new high conviction investor to bring in to talk to them about their highest conviction investment. The only problem with this is I'm going to run out of content like 20 weeks in because I only know so many people. So I'm going to have to probably start recycling people. Like as soon as your highest conviction investment changes, I'll have you back on the show, that sort of thing. But mostly I'm interested in finding more opportunities. And so if I kick up another podcast, the goal of it will be to produce something that I myself would want to watch because it's going to be full of opportunities.
The real money isn't made from grifting. It's from the opportunities you get when grifting.
Absolutely. Why would you want to make money off your audience when you can have fantastic returns from the stock market by just being correct?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Gil is in here to explain why we are... Oh, he just left. Well, that's ironic. Never mind.
Wait, he had his camera on and everything?
No, I saw the face
I'll
and then
talk
left.
to him. I mean, I'll talk to Seymour Duck. I'll talk to Gil with no face.
Yeah.
I got no problems with that.
I just want to hear why we're grifters because I don't understand it.
I want to find out he has a really unusual accent.
No. Gil usually has his camera on. He's not shy about that. I've seen him before.
All right, we'll give it 5 more minutes. That's a strict 5 minutes too.
Stricter than the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I gotta let. Oh yeah, Dissector came back for the outro. Dissecto.
Hey, Dissector.
What? Dissecto's back.
Yo,
So
someone
that's
called the
looking
idiot.
dope.
Yes, sir.
Dissecto, you an idiot.
What was it that you said to Kamara right before he said that to you?
I said, how can you not call it risky when it's already fallen 50% in 1 month? That's what I said.
Dissecto, you an
not risky.
idiot.
Crazy.
I told him I expected those sorts of funds to erode at around 30% per year versus their underlying.
What's happened?
Yeah, 30%. That was.
Yeah.
I mean, if it pays 50 and erodes 30, that's not horrible. But I told him it's not a good idea to margin up that stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
He
go
knows
up.
how to use margin.
Yeah, covered call ETFs, they don't go up very easily. They go down easily. They don't go up easily.
Yeah. What do we think are the? Do we think that Dissecto, you're an idiot, is the top Khmer moment, or margin capital erosion? We'll give a flying luck about that shit.
I think. I mean, it could be I'm not very smart at all, or the reason we know how to use margin because we know how to use margin.
That one's the best.
I love that one.
That one's
So what's the update with Khmer? Where is he now?
Let's check his Discord.
Well, last I heard before he went dark on his secret mission, saving the United States. He was off the coast of China, but he went dark.
What's really funny?
He has
secret missions are that's something that is really common in catfish romance scams from Nigeria. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm in the military. I'm on a secret mission. That's why I can't get on a video thing with you. But send me money."
I was just talking about that with Strongman and his buddy who both served, and they were just because the other buddy did not know anything about this Khmer guy, and then Strongman was explaining it. He has all these outlandish stories, and he's anything far from that. He's explaining why Yilmax funds only go down this morning live stream. Oh,
he's on Twitter. I'll take a look at this.
I don't think we're gonna get Gil. This is really sad. I really wanted to know how
do
you
it
guys
next week. We get next week the confrontation of why we're grifters. He has 1 more minute. And that's on the strict 5.
No, you guys. Did you guys see this?
No, okay. On Monday, I just see a bunch of comments on this guy Jay Nagi's live stream, and I kind of recall the name. I'm like, okay, because Seymour tagged me. I'm like, okay, what's this?
I've been watching Jay Nagy for 3 years now, so 4 years, a while. He's hilarious. You guys should try to have him on as a guest.
Okay.
He's fun times, and he's financially literate, and he's a stand-up comedian. So
but his mind has been polluted. Now he thinks we're grifters because we have a $2 membership. So.
Yeah. So
seem to be fine.
So I'm watching this live, and I just see a bunch of comments pull up. he doesn't know anything about like who we are. So of course, like he's just kind of playing neutral. Gil's just like Gil and this guy Alan Carlson, who I've seen in here like 3 times, who was gifted a channel membership probably by Seymour, ironically. They're just talking about how like the $2 a month or whatever is like no value and how it's a complete grift and how we were pumping weed stocks allegedly, which is like the biggest joke probably this channel, because we interviewed the CEO. Stock happens to go up like 50% after. We didn't pump it. It's a joke. It's a fun time. This is a fun show. We could say these things. For legal reasons, we didn't pump it. Nobody sold out of it. And then they were just attacking Strongman for having like any affiliation with us. And what else? Oh, he was comparing us to Jeremy Lefebvre for a $2 membership.
It's basically the same thing. Basically the same thing. Yeah.
Michael Anthony, this is an amazing question you ask. For the great price of $2 a month, you get access to every week now. We are doing Twitter Spaces, which lasts from like 30 minutes to 2 hours, which is basically an episode throughout the week during market hours.
When they're live, they're available in public on Twitter, but we record them and we put them in the members only section on YouTube, just as a bonus for the members. Also, members may request a dedicated video on any stock where we will look at all of the metrics and financials of any stock that they want, and speculate as to whether we think it might be an interesting stock to either watch list or whatever.
We got evolution from it. I got grabbed from it.
Yep. Sometimes we'll have, if we're not very familiar with what they do, we'll have an additional person in the recording that is more familiar with the company to really help go over the key points. It's a good time.
Most of it, though, just to support the channel, but I also do think there is some real value that we can provide for the big hefty fee of $2.
But usually there's not really anything there's no stock that we bring up really in those members only videos that we haven't already said something about on a live stream publicly. It's just if some people prefer dedicated episodes to one stock, and that's where you would get that. These shows, we can't always spend the whole episode on the one stock that you want to see a video about. So if you want that one stock covered for a whole video, become a member and request it.
Whoa! And
to pump
speak of the devil, as Joe says right here, and Granny comes in. CFK, the best value on earth, better than beer. And since we did get a super chat, that only means one thing. And as per request by Seymour, who is our official trust fund daddy, we have new music to dance to. Once again, you could or could not dance. You have a choice here. But we'll start 3, 2, 1, go.
This goes kind of hard.
That was great.
That's like the 1987 aerobics championship song. Actually, you should pull that video up so that people understand.
It's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. Seymour tagged us. It's on Twitter.
Okay.
Viewership and go over there. Granny is in here after being threatened. We are to an extent. Oh, whoa, that's an interesting comment.
Granny's rude.
We are escorts here on the channel. We will dance for $1. We have no shame about it. But we've been going for 2 hours now. We have 360 people watching on all platforms, so appreciate all the support. Leave it off with that. CFK gets me ready for my late night goon sesh. Well said. PG-13. Fiscal, do you want to have any parting words for the audience after 100 episodes?
Well, guys, it's been real. I think I'll be doing the 500th episode from the nursing home because apparently I'm very old. Ryan's going to be buying income when he's my age so that he'll be able to retire in comfort. And do dividend stocks, not drugs.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you to all. Oh, thank you to the viewership first and foremost. Thanks to our 20 channel members. We appreciate that. But to give you guys even a bigger thank you, we're going to probably be increasing your membership from $2 to $5. Thank you very much. That's the ultimate gift for 100 episodes. No, thank you. Thank you to the viewership. We've done a lot. We've interviewed a CEO in 100 episodes, interviewed some criminals, people who've been convicted of crimes. It's been good times. No way. Gil's in here right as we're going.
Wild.
All right.
No, it's not Gil.
It's not Gil? Nope.
It's not Gil. If he doesn't have his camera on, it's not Gil.
And the reason we know how to use margins because we know how to use margins. You don't know how to use margins, so don't put it on us. Don't even ask us questions.
Thank you all for watching. Smash the like button, and of course, cash flow is king.
King.
Oh, yeah.